members while visiting the CHS complex, this is a tobacco-free facility. If you choose to use tobacco, you must leave the campus. We ask this as a courtesy to those that are sitting near you and for the cleanliness.
Well, welcome back to the Crawfordsville Gymnasium. We are getting ready to start the second half of our girls-boys doubleheader tonight. We're playing a really good West Lafayette squad. David Wood has been the coach at West Lafayette for 25 years. He is something like 330 wins. Can you imagine having that many wins? 225 losses. He's won 6 sectional titles. He's rated number 8 in Class 3A. I mean, what else can we say about a coach?
Yeah.
And he's got a real good squad, and of course, they've been into the state football tournament, so they've had a deep run. And they're coming in with some names, Coach. We're going to have to work on. I'm going to start with the starters.
Good.
Tyler Boyle, number 2. I can do that one. Number 5 is Nelson Bongo. It's spelled M-B-O-N-G-O. Forget the M.
Got it.
21 is Harrison Truitt. 22 is Colin Martin. Number 23 is Yanni Karloftis. I think that's how you pronounce it. And they've got a 7-footer who won't be playing tonight. He's got a foot injury named Rocco Muratori. He's tall.
You might be interested in Yanni. Yanni's going to be a Boilermaker.
Is that right?
He's going to play football.
Oh, sweet. What position does he play?
I'm not sure, Coach.
Wow. I kind of like him already.
He's kind of a wide body there. He's pretty healthy, pretty strong.
I think he can probably do the job. Yeah, the Boilermaker football team's on an upswing.
Yes, they are.
That's always good to see. I'm looking over here at the Athenian bench, and I'm going to guess the starters. I didn't even check the book because I thought I know who should start.
Yeah. I think we've got this.
Well, it'd be easy. It'd be funny if David picked somebody else up to start that I haven't picked up. But I'm also looking. There's Mr. Guard, one of the assistant coaches this year.
Yes, he is.
One of our better offensive players from 2 years ago. Cam Saunders is one of the starters. He's wearing number 24. Number 34 is Jesse Johnson Hall. He's a sophomore, and he stands 6'6". Trey Scorza is he a senior or junior?
Trey's a junior.
I think I made that mistake last game.
Yes, Trey's a junior.
He's a junior. Will Kellerman, is he a senior?
Yes, he is.
Okay.
Yes.
Will Kellerman's a senior, and Karsten Williamson is a sophomore.
Junior.
That's what I said. He's a junior.
That's right.
Are you kidding me? Are you sure?
Karsten?
Man, it happens quick, doesn't it?
Yeah.
So, Karsten Williamson wearing number 11. Trey Scorza, number 12. Will Kellerman's number 20. Cameron Saunders, number 24. He's a senior. Or he's a junior. What is Cameron?
Cameron's a senior.
Yes. I've got all kinds of things wrong here. Jesse Johnson Hall's a sophomore. And he's going to jump it up against a really good West Lafayette squad. Number 5 is Nelson Bunga. Here we go. Tip goes to the Athenians. Karsten Williamson going to run the quarterback for the Athenians. Got a half-court man. Jesse Johnson Hall draws the assignment of Bunga. Showing some good patience. Trey Scorza. Crossover dribble. Gives it back out. Will Kellerman taking the ball. Good head and shoulder fake. We're going to get a foul on somebody. Is it 21 or Bunga?
It's 21, I think. Yes.
Harrison Truitt picks up the first foul of the game. Will Kellerman has really shown some good improvement from last season to this season. Williamson goes up for the three-pointer. That's going to be a little short. He hesitated.
Yep, that was what cost it. Yep.
There's an old expression, he who hesitates is lost. I don't know if that came into play or not, but that was short. Here comes the Red Devils. Will Kellerman. They had a backdoor pick for number 22, Colin Martin. Bonga moved 2 feet, was not called, and he gets the first hoop of the game. So Nelson Bonga gets the first hoop, and the Red Devils take the lead. If you pay attention to Sagarin, the Red Devils are picked to win by 4 points tonight. Kellerman, Karsten Williamson, Jesse Johnson Hall sets the pick.
Good
Great
pass.
release. Good pass. Jesse Johnson Hall gets the assist. Karsten Williamson gets the assist. That's a perfect pick and roll there. Very, very nice. Bunga. He's moving his feet just like they do in college. They're not calling it. Entry pass is made. Jesse Johnson Hall gets his hands on it. Bunga, left-handed. 2 shots, 2 hoops, 4-2. West Lafayette. Carson Williamson has added some beef himself to his frame this year. Kellerman puts up a 3. Off the front of the rim, cleared by West Lafayette. Good move to the hoop by number 23. That's Yanni Karloftis. And you said he's going to Purdue as a football player.
Well, that's the wrong one that I thought. Yeah, that's what I was told.
Okay.
I'll have to check that out.
Let's check it at halftime.
It's not the one I thought.
If he's going to Purdue, I kind of like him. If he's not, he can forget it. Will Kellerman, a great cut. Good pass by Cameron Saunders. Kellerman gets his first hoop of the night. Good patience by the Athenians. 6-4, West Lafayette. Colin Martin is the point guard for the Red Devils. Bungo's got that ball. He's a left-hander. Jesse Johnson Hall and Bunga are guarding each other tonight. Looks like another left-hander is number 2, Tyler Boyle. Cross-court pass. 3-pointer. Nothing but net for Tyler Boyle. Will Kellerman, along the baseline, puts up 2. Cameron Saunders fighting for the rebound with Bunga. Here come the Devils. Cross left to right. Wow. He's the real deal, Coach.
Yes, he is.
Nelson Bunga's got 6 points already. He covered a lot of ground in 2 steps. Carson Williamson. He feels it on that foul from number 23, Yanni Karloftis. Hope I'm pronouncing that right.
That sounds right. Looks right.
Well, if any fans from West Lafayette are listening, I've got it wrong. Get word to us somehow. Find me on Twitter. Let me know, and I'll look for that. Carson Williamson. And Bunga is going to pick up the foul. He has something to say to the referee. Hey, in the Big Ten, that's not a foul. There's a technical foul. He's not going to put up with it. Right from the get-go. I've had that referee.
Mike Wright. I know that referee.
He's not going to put up with it. Coach Wood going to the bench.
He asked what he said, and now he's coming out.
Could you see what he said?
No.
That's probably a good thing. Carson Williamson looks like he's going to shoot the technicals. First one's up. There you go. Oh, hardest shots in basketball, shooting a technical. You're right there at the line all by yourself. Some people love it. Some people don't. Second one's up. There you go.
Say Karsten likes it right now.
Absolutely. Gets him on the board. He can relax now. How about that? It's 11-6. West Lafayette's got the lead. We get the 2 points, and we get the ball right back. We need it. The Athenians set up the offense. Trey scores it. They switch on the pick. Carson Williamson's going to put up another 3-pointer. Cleared by Cameron Saunders. Tries to reverse. Not able to get her to go down. Here come the Red Devils. Will Kellerman tips it out of Harrison Truitt's hands. Harrison Truitt, by the way, is 6'5". Bungo's 6'5". They got some Yanni Karloftis. That's not right. He's 6'4".
Yeah.
They got some height out there.
Yes, they do.
They're trying to get that ball inbounds. The Athenians playing pretty good defense. In fact, Cameron Saunders comes out with the steal. Goes strong. It's knocked out of bounds by number 2. That's Tyler Boyle. David Wood, the familiar long-standing coach of West Lafayette. Got suspenders on tonight. Very stylish.
Yes, he is.
Jesse Johnson Hall. the sophomore. Takes it up nice and strong. He'll pick up the foul. That's a called play coming out of bounds. Jesse Johnson Hall take a couple of free throws. Is that right? Just been told that the player who picked up the technical tonight picked one up here last year too. So this is probably not one of his favorite places to play. Jesse Johnson Hall rips the nets, nothing to it. Excellent stroke. Oh, the point guard could have gone all the way to hoop had he been aware.
He didn't.
Number 2, Tyler Boyle with his second three-pointer of the night. Never hesitated. You know, they got a couple of left-handers out here tonight. 2-3 zone now. Got a 14-8 lead. Inbounds the ball to Cameron Saunders. Loses the handle. We've got Anthony Gonzalez is getting ready to check into the game. Cameron Saunders takes a seat, gets his first break of the night. The Red Devils are up 14-8. Red Devils coming to the game tonight 1-2. The Athenians come in 3-1. Number 4 on the turnaround. Waiting to see who the foul's called on.
Gonzo. Nope.
Yeah,
yes,
Anthony Gonzalez picked up his first foul, had his hand in the middle of that kid's back. Yeah. Number 4 is Will Lassiter. He's 6'8". Well, they got some height.
Yes, they do.
They got a 7-footer sitting on the bench with a foot injury. Lassiter's shot is up and in. Give him one on the night. His second free throw. Good looking stroke. So it's 16-8. Full court pressure now. Jesse Johnson Hall, the 6'6" sophomore, out to Will Kellerman. He puts up a quick three, not able to connect. Jesse Johnson Hall tips it. There's a steal by Karsten Williamson. The Hall, very nice. Johnson Hall for his 6th point. Give the assist to Karsten Williamson. Here come the Red Devils. Number 23 is Yanni Karloftis with his second hoop of the night. 18-10. Jesse Johnson Hall out to Trey Scorza. Anthony Gonzalez. Offensive rebound by Trey Scorza. Here come the Athenians. Scorza puts up a three. Anthony Gonzalez with the offensive rebound. Our long shots are not going. We're like 0 of 6 now from three-point range. And the Red Devils will set up in that 2-3 zone defense. You know, if we can't hit an outside shot, that's a pretty good defense.
Yes, it is.
Karsten Williamson run a little bit of a weave out front. They've got a big lineup back there defending. Gonzalez has that ball. Tries to thread the needle. And here come the Red Devils. Good entry pass, except there's Trey Scorza behind the back, going to his right, throws it out of bounds. Coach Pierce has something to say. We're down 18-10 early. It's 1:52 to go in the first quarter. First time out of the game. And Bonga, ever since he picked up that technical foul, has been sitting over there getting a little pine time with Coach.
Yes, he is.
And, you know, he had 3 quick hoops.
Yeah.
A very gifted player, but Coach Woods letting him know, I'm not going to put up with the mouth.
Exactly, yeah. Coach is pretty much a disciplinarian.
And he had something to say to him right there in the huddle. I think Coach Wood wants him to know we can win with you or without you.
Exactly, yeah.
So, my way or the highway. The Athenians are down 18-10. We've had a couple of opportunities at breaks. We've not been able to convert. How many turnovers do we have tonight?
I've got both teams for 3.
Both teams with 3 turnovers. We got a little bit of pressure. Let's see if it's a zone or a man. Well, we're kind of falling back.
Uh-oh. Caught us sleeping.
That number 20?
Yeah.
I believe that's not 20. What's
that? No, it was Lassiter, wasn't it? Number 4.
Number 4. It's his 4th point of the night. So we're down by 10 early. Actually, yeah, number 4. Okay. They've got some tall players.
Carson Scott checks in for Trey Scorza.
Carson Scott wears number 5. We're looking for some shooters here. Will Kellerman's got the ball up in the corner. Over the top. The 2 guards for West Lafayette have not come out of the game. They have substituted post players. Will Kellerman's got the ball inside. Kicks it out to Carson Williamson. Anthony Gonzalez. Head and shoulder fake. Puts up the jumper. Here comes West Lafayette. So far, everything's going their way. Strong move inside and throws it out. I'm going to guess if Yanni Karloftis is going to Purdue, he's not going to be a quarterback.
No.
But I wouldn't want to be in front of him when he's going to hit somebody. He looks like he can handle himself. Is that Will Kellerman coming out of the game? It is.
Yes.
Cameron Saunders is back in the game with Jesse Johnson Hall. 3-point shot. I think I know why he's in the game. That's Carson Scott, 3-pointer. Give the assist to Karsten Williamson. Real nice shot for the junior. 20-13. We're down by 7. 21 seconds to go in the first quarter. Jesse Johnson Hall deflects that ball out of bounds. So West Lafayette will inbounds the ball on the west end of the court. They're set up in a 1-4 low. 6'8" kid. They try to run that. Foul's going to be on Carson Scott. That's a set play. You know, I'm going to use that play. I like it.
That's a good play.
Yeah, I'm going to write it down right where you go ahead and feel free to talk while I'm writing this thing down.
Okay. Yanni's going to step to the free throw line.
He stepped back and got the ball, and the other post player curled to the inside. In fact, I'm going to call that West Lafayette.
Yep, that's what I usually do.
I steal plays all the time, and I just got a good one there.
First free throw is good by Yanni.
Yanni Karloftis hits his first free throw. See what, he plays really hard.
Yeah, yes he does.
Second shot's up. I was looking at some of their, I'll talk about it when we get to the quarter break. Jesse Johnson Hall dribbling left-handed, right-handed. Bounce pass. Anthony Gonzalez. Karsten Williamson. There's 2 seconds on the clock. He puts up a 3. First quarter score is going to be 13-22. I was looking at West Lafayette's record on John Harrell's website early this morning, and noticed how often they play Western in the sectional finals.
Oh, yeah.
Coach Wood has 6 sectional titles, but every year that he loses, it's almost always the Western High School. They must have a heck of a rivalry going on there. And I didn't realize the Western boys were that good. I know the Western girls won the state title about 4 years ago.
4 years ago, yeah.
That was kind of an anomaly. They had just had a good collection of players that year, but the guys have been good for a long, long time.
Yeah.
And ever since Western won the state title, they haven't been so good. They've been kind of down. Well, here at Crawfordsville, we have 4 players who've scored. I got Karsten Williamson with 2 points, Will Kellerman with 2, Jesse Johnson Hall with 6, Carson Scott with 3. Is that right?
Yes, that's what I got.
And for West Lafayette, what's the scoring?
Well, you and I there's too many 2s out there.
Yes.
You've got Tyler Boyle for 2 threes. I've got him for 1. I've got Colin Martin, the other one, 22 for 1. We'll see what that comes out. Yanni's got 6. Bongo's back in the game, has 6.
Back in the game.
Lassiter has 4, and I've got Tyler Boyle for the 3.
Right now, they've got 6'8", 6'5", 6'5" on the front line.
Yeah.
Whew. Number 21. That's Harrison Truitt with a 3. So they've got at least 2 or 3 kids now with 3s.
Yeah.
They're shooting the ball. Shooting the ball. 25-13. Will Kellerman's got a wide open 3. Cameron Saunders fighting for the rebound. Jesse Johnson Hall had it in the lane. Karsten Williamson puts up the 3. Jesse Johnson Hall with another rebound. He dribbles. And Will Kellerman goes to the ground. Coach David Pierce uses a timeout to preserve the turnover. And I'm not sure if is that a 30?
30, yes.
So the score is 25-13, and so far, West Lafayette's having their way with the Athenians. And several things. Number one, their height causing some trouble.
That's going to cause some problems.
Their athleticism causing a little trouble on our defensive end. We're not hitting outside shots except for Carson Scott hit a 3.
Hit 1 3.
And we've had some turnovers. So you put all those things together, and we're down 25-13.
Yeah.
So Coach David Wood, so far things are going his way. Just about the way he drew it up. He's been at the school for 25 years as a coach. That's a long, long time. That's a lot of parent meetings.
Oh, yeah.
Can you imagine?
No.
Trey Scorza thought about that 3. He's going to let Karsten Williamson handle the offense. Will Kellerman's got it. He's trapped Jesse Johnson Hall. Loses the handle for a second. Trey Scorza's got the ball. We're trying to run a little offense. They have active hands. Will Kellerman puts up a 3-pointer. We missed another one. Cameron Saunders hustles for the offensive rebound. Will Kellerman's going to get called for walking. He was anxious to get to the rim. I don't know how many 3-pointers we put up, but we're 1 for about 10 or 11.
Yes, we should be keeping that tonight.
We're having a hard time getting the ball inside because of their height, and we're having a hard time knocking down our shots, even though they have been open shots. The score is 25-13. There's 6:34 to go in the second quarter, and we're in a looks like a 1-2-2. Jesse Johnson Hall's in the middle. He sinks back to the free throw line. There's a Jesse Johnson Hall deflects it and steals it himself. Trey Scorza kicks it out. Jesse Johnson Hall for a 3-pointer. Why not? Jesse Johnson Hall is the one Athenian who's scoring. Give the assist to Karsten Williamson. 25-16. That was a big hoop for the Athenians. Cuts the lead to 9. 25-16. Another 3-pointer. Number 4 gets the offensive bound. And number 23 gets the offensive rebound and puts her back in. That's Yanni Karloftis. Is that right? Is that his first hoop of the game?
Yanni?
That's his third hoop of the game.
Yeah, third here.
2 free throws.
That foul was on Will Kellerman.
That's his first. So Carson Scott is back in the game. I was just looking at Carson Scott. Looks like he's been in a weight room.
Uh-huh. Mm-hmm. Does.
Number 23. Free throws up and good. Half-court trap by the Red Devils. Jesse Johnson Hall. Boy, it helps to be 6'6" and being able to handle the ball. Yeah. Jesse Johnson Hall's in the lane. He is on fire tonight. 2, 4, 6, 8. He's got 11 points. Number 4. Real nice stroke there. It's Will Lassiter. We're handling the pressure pretty well. Carson Scott's open in the corner. Jesse Johnson Hall clears it out to Karsten Williamson. Trey Scorza thinks about it. Jesse Johnson Hall. One dribble. Carson Scott. Well, they've got him cornered. Man, there's a hold there, and he gets away with it.
Hold of his arm, yeah.
Trey Scorza puts up a 3. Cameron Saunders had the rebound and shot all in one motion and still had the shot blocked by number 4. That's Will Lassiter.
Yeah.
Well, they've got some real athletic players.
Yes, they do.
Karsten Williamson's going to inbound the ball. Now, trade places with Karsten Williamson. Try to inbound the ball along the baseline side. They reverse it out. Cameron Saunders has it. They're trying to trap that ball. Nice deflection and steal by number 2 is Tyler Boyle. He either has 5 or 8. I tell you what, they're trapped.
Yeah. I was just thinking that myself.
There's a push by the point guard, Colin Martin. Do you have Colin Martin for any points tonight?
He had a 3 in the first quarter.
Okay.
Maybe.
I've got him for a 3.
Do you?
Or is that Harrison Truitt?
I've got him for for a 3 in the first quarter.
Okay.
I don't think you do.
32-18. It's a 14-point second quarter lead for West Lafayette in this zone. Jesse Johnson Hall with another 3. The sophomore's on fire.
Yes, he is.
6, 8, 10, 12, 14 of our 21 points. Well, somebody needed to pick us up.
Oh, wide open.
Great entry pass. Oh, not able to knock it down. And Cameron Saunders is fighting hard. Number 21's Harrison Truitt. He had about a foot shot, was not able to convert it. So Bongo's back in. Lassiter leads. They trade a 6'8" for a 6'5", but a very athletic 6'5".
Anthony Gonzalez comes back in for Cam Saunders.
There's another 3. Get out of here. There you go. When he released that shot, it looked good.
Yeah.
I'd like to see him up close because compared to his teammates, Boyle just looks, like an average kid, but he was standing next to an average player. I'd be curious to see what he looks like.
Yep.
Carson Scott's got that ball. That ball's deflected. Back to Karsten Williamson. Anthony. Right back to Karsten Williamson. Carson Scott's open for the 3. A little short. Trey scores it, rebounds it. Karsten Williamson clears. Carson Scott thought about it. Jesse Johnson Hall has it. Karsten Williamson. Back to Jesse Johnson Hall. That ball is going to be stolen by West Lafayette and lost by West Lafayette. Karsten Williamson picks it up. Anthony Gonzalez. Karsten's wide open. Lost the handle. They've extended this zone. Kind of like a 2-2-1 half-court zone. Coach Pierce calling a timeout. The score is 32-21. We're only down 11. I say only 11 because it's been more than that. This possession is really important because we can cut it under double digits.
Yep.
That's always kind of a moral lift when you've been behind by as many as 14 that I can remember. If you can cut it down to single digits, it just seems better.
Yes, it does. It helps your confidence a little bit. Come back.
Well, we've had 4 players score, but 3 of our players have only had 1 chance to score. Carson Scott's got a 3. Will Kellerman's got a 2. Karsten Williamson's got 2 free throws, and everything else is Jesse Johnson Hall. And the sophomore looks pretty good tonight.
Yes, he does. Yeah.
We need at least one other player to step up to be a scorer because West Lafayette's got 4, at least 4 players with two scoring opportunities and maybe 5. I've messed up my scorecard here. It's 32-21. West Lafayette's got the lead. This half-court trap has just been causing us fits.
Yeah.
We have not been hitting the outside shot with the exception of a Carson Scott 3 and Jesse Johnson Hall's hit 2. And it looks like it's kind of a 2-1-2 trap. Boy, they've really extended this.
Yeah.
They're working hard on defense. They have really neutralized Trey Scorza by running the zone. Trey Scorza for a 3. That shot doesn't go down. Anthony Gonzalez trying to get that steal. Bonga's got the ball. What a strong post move by number 23. Here comes Trey Scorza, had the ball. It was stripped by Tyler Boyle. Yanni Karloptis had a real strong inside move. Wasn't able to convert it. Coach Woods calling the play. Bonga's got it on the perimeter, kicks it out. Number 22 is the point guard. He puts up a 3. He can't convert. Anthony Gonzalez is coming down the court. He's going to take on Bonga and doesn't hit his first shot. but he tips in the rebound, and the lead is down to 9, was down to 9, and just like that, Bonga has his 4th hoop of the first half. He's got 8 points on 4 of 4 shooting. Got a 1-3-1 half-court trap now. Jesse Johnson Hall thought about taking that 3. Karsten Williamson has it. Inside to Anthony Gonzalez.
He'll take that one.
That's his most open look of the night, and he misses. Jesse Johnson Hall had the wide open 3, was not able to convert. How about that? Carl Loftus between the legs. Bonga is able to save it. Here comes West Lafayette. Holden by Karsten Williamson. That one could have hurt had he gone down. So number 23, Carl Loftus. Carl Loftus. He's at the free throw line. He's trying to extend the lead. We get organized. There's not a single West Lafayette player in rebound position. They must feel pretty certain he's going to make these free throws. And he misses. Instead, Coach Wood's just going to set up his defense. Number 21 is Harrison Truitt. He's going to come in and try to rebound. Trey Scorza will have the responsibility of blocking him out. Here comes the second free throw by Karloftis, and that one's in. He needed a little company in the lane. It's a 12-point lead, 35-23. In a 2-1-2 now. And it'll be a zone trap. They try to trap in the corners. Cross court to Scorza. Karsten Williamson returns it to Jesse Johnson Hall. They're going side to side. Trey Scorza, spin move. Ball stripped. Here comes Red Lafayette. 47 ticks on the clock. Karloftis had posted up inside. He's going to get double teamed. Right down the lane, charging. Tyler Boyle. He thought he could get all the way to the rim instead of shooting that little 8-footer. So the Athenians will get a chance to cut the lead. 37 ticks on the clock here in the second quarter. We're behind 35-23. We might be going for the last shot. Jesse Johnson Hall. Back to Karsten Williamson. Carson Scott, who has seen a lot of time tonight. Jesse Johnson Hall thinks about it. There's 14 seconds on the clock. Carson Scott, 9 seconds. Time to run some offense. High pick and roll. Anthony Gonzalez on the baseline. That shot is short. Karsten Williamson had the steal, but not enough time to get the shot up. So the first half score is going to be 23-35, 12-point lead. The Red Devils had a 9-point lead after one quarter, and now they got a 12-point lead. And we're going to be joined by Coach Tony Bean. If you get the rundown of the scoring and maybe pick up the real stats so we know. Okay. Coach Tony Bean of the Lady Athenians joins us now for a little bit of a talk. And Coach, what were your thoughts after the first quarter when it was tied up 12-12?
My thoughts were we played a quarter like we talked about playing, and it was nice to see.
It was nice to see.
It was.
I think you should have taken a picture of the scoreboard.
Well, we have higher expectations than just winning a quarter, so I don't want him to think that's the pinnacle.
Well, tell you what, I was really excited about the first quarter.
Yeah.
Because I looked at the Sagarin and looked at the predictions, and then I saw 12-12, and I'm thinking, you know what? We did pretty good.
Yeah. They're a team, and we talked about it before. We knew exactly what we were going to face because we just faced them, and it was Lebanon. I mean,
yep.
A couple big girls inside with strength. They would look to get a lot of buckets in transition, and they'd be fundamental, they'd be strong, all that stuff. But honestly, I don't think that's a real skilled team. that Coach Schatz used to have at West Side. But you know they're going to play the right way, and they're going to take advantage of your weaknesses, which they did. But we knew what kind of game it was going to be, and we knew how we wanted to play them, and in the first quarter it worked out pretty well.
You know, Lauren didn't have a lot of points in the first half, but right. I had her for 17 in the second half, and I don't know if I had her for 20 in the game.
Yeah, I think 20 is correct. She's obviously going to be the focus of anyone else's defense, so especially early in a game, I think it's difficult for her to expect to get off to, when she gets off to a good start, she really earns it because the defenses are fresh and they're all over. So I was happy with the way she played, and I was happy with a lot of things. And honestly, that's the thing that we're talking about the most. I want to stay positive because you let losses build up, and losing breeds losing, and the scoreboard's been pretty lopsided at the end of games, and I want to make sure that we don't lose confidence because there's still a lot of good things we're seeing out there every day.
Well, we're seeing a lot of good things because I noticed the first game of the season we were just watching warm-ups and talking about they just look better even warming up.
Yeah.
And at times you have played 4 freshmen.
Yep.
I didn't see 4 freshmen on the court at the same time tonight. I don't think.
Right, I don't think so.
Saw some combinations we've never seen before.
Well, we've got to get a little more depth, and we know that. I mean, it's not just depth on the varsity. We're kind of shorthanded in the program. We got a girl with mono, and Addie being out, and another girl's been sick all week. So the numbers aren't there. So we have to play 2 games tonight, and got to make sure we got enough to field teams in both games. But I want to have some depth because I'm worried that some of the young players, if they, I think we've already seen it, honestly, and I'll talk specifically about some. I think Macy and Shay now, because, early in the year they didn't know any better. So when they make a mistake, they just kept playing, and they didn't let it bother them.
Right.
And now that they kind of starting to understand the game better, I think they're putting pressure on themselves to not make mistakes.
Okay.
So I see it when Macy or Shay or Liddy, even the little she plays, Olivia Reed, when they're turning the ball over or missing a shot, I get a sense they're tentative from that point on. I don't want to shoot again unless I'm wide open, or I don't want to force something because I'm afraid of a turnover. Well, you can't play that way.
No.
So we got to guard against that, and that's one reason I'm not yelling and screaming and getting all over them. So it's not like anyone's trying to do that.
No, of course not.
Now, not getting back on defense in the right way, that's it's not always a hustle thing. Sometimes they're running people down the sidelines, yet we're running back to the middle. Why not run to where the players are at? Run as you're running back on defense. Run with your head up and go to a West Lafayette player. That was and go hard.
Well, I think we saw something tonight in the girls' game that it's been a long time since I've seen it. Number 34 is Ashley Weatherly, and when she got a rebound, that ball, when she would turn and that ball's up, and she is strong enough to pass it 3/4 of a court.
Yes. Yeah.
She made some amazing outlet passes.
Yep.
And she did it. It wasn't just a fluke. She did it all night long.
Yeah, for sure. And we faced a little bit of that with some other teams too. That's the kind of thing that Western Boone could do. With Madison Jones, Lebanon had a couple of girls can do it. You're exactly right. It's a strength thing, and it is rare. There aren't very many girls that can do it. But I'd like to play a little bit of that style too.
Yes.
We've got wings that can get out and get open, but we can't. We don't have bigs that can get the rebound and really pop it out there. So we are spending time in the weight room 2 times a week, every week, and really getting after it there. So
good. Maybe
over some time that'll show up.
Well, I hope that it will
on our side.
See, one of the encouraging things that I saw, if you look at the first quarter scoring, there's Olivia Reed's got 2, Megan Simmons got 2, Olivia Barnett's got 2, Lauren Kellerman's got 3, Macy York's got 4. So there's 1, 2, 3, 5 kids scoring in the first quarter.
Yeah, I didn't realize that. And we only scored 12 points, so it's spread evenly.
It is. That was I'm not going to say it's a perfect quarter, but a very competitive quarter.
Yeah.
And then seemed to me that Jane, the defense, became more intense. She used a huge bench, which is that's an advantage when you can give a kid even a 90-second break. And so they were able to, the kids who were on the court could play intense defense because they had backups.
Right.
Bigger bench.
And they switched everything. Like, they didn't play the same defense all the time. They looked kind of the same, but there were times they were playing man-to-man, but it was really a zone that they were, it looked like a zone, but it was man-to-man that they were switching. And I tried switching up some offenses against it, knowing they were doing that kind of play a zone offense, but we didn't adjust to that very well either. So that's another thing, we just got to keep working on for the players on the court, regardless of what play we called or what offense we called. You've got to recognize when you can take advantage of how the defense is playing, with a backdoor cut, with a cut to the middle, even though it's not designed that way. But then there's a lot of times we get the cutters we need, but the person with the ball doesn't see it. So, I think that comes with the youth and experience, and hopefully we're seeing more and more of that.
Well, there's a lot of things that we see that are signs of improvement, and I know that right now we're kind of in the teeth of the schedule. We still have to play. Who's that? Is it Lafayette Central
Catholic on Tuesday?
Ooh, man.
Yep.
They're usually pretty good.
Well, they beat Benton Central the other day, I believe.
Oh,
so
okay.
Yeah, they're good. They're good.
Well, and then after LCC, is it time for North?
It is time for North Montgomery.
And are there any other games before Christmas?
Yeah, we play the new school, Park Heritage. Park Heritage on the 21st.
Do you know anything at all about them yet?
Yeah, I've seen them play. They're up and down. I don't know what their record is right now. I'm going to guess it's 500, and it's one we should compete in. I don't think there's any question about that. And then the month of January sets up pretty nicely for us. Other than a lot of it's on the road, we've been at home pretty much the whole season. But I don't know, it might do us some good to be on the road a little bit.
Well, it's always kind of funny how the schedule works out here at Crawfordsville, because one year you're on the road early, then you're home late. And it's I don't think people understand how hard it is to be on the road, especially when you're a student. Even sixth grade level, you leave, you stay after school, get on a bus, you go someplace, you play an A and a B game, you get home at 9:30.
Yeah, it's tough. It's tough for sure.
We forget these are actually students, and this is a volunteer activity.
Yeah.
But you're right in the teeth of the schedule, and so it's going to be interesting to see how things go to the second half. And what about Addie's injury? Is she getting better?
I hope so. She had an MRI this week. Before she had just had X-rays. They're confident it's broken, but it sounds like hairline, that kind of thing. Maybe be back in 6 weeks from when it happened. So we're looking at, the first week of January possibly. Hit the boot off and start doing some things. But she did just get an MRI to try to reconfirm things, and we're waiting on those results.
Okay.
So crossing our fingers that nothing bad comes out of the MRI, and she'll take that boot off sometime right around Christmas and start rehab.
Well, it's hard to see a lot of athleticism on the bench. She loves to play, and of course, hopefully she's learning some things just by observation that you wouldn't see if you're.
Well, she's certainly saying all the right things. She got announced tonight as the assistant to the assistant by Mr. Lynn, and she was pretty excited about that.
She's such a great kid.
She's been awesome, and she's fun to have around. In practice yesterday, we just scrimmaged. We only had an hour because there was a boys' game in the gym, a C game, and there was a wrestling meet out here. So we only had the court for an hour, day before a game, and we decided to scrimmage, working on all the things we'd worked on all week to get ready for this game. Just for an hour-long scrimmage. Well, Addie sat on the sideline and on her own just kept stats of everything, and turnovers and offensive rebounds and defensive rebounds, which is great because those are the things we'd been focusing on, and so just. Having someone on the side, it's not like she's not still being a pretty big help to the team.
Well, she's a lot of fun, and need her back on the court where she belongs.
Absolutely.
Well, listen, a lot of luck next week with LCC, and then is the North game home or away?
North is away this year.
Okay.
Yep.
That's a game we got to get.
It is. It
absolutely is. Get us into the Christmas spirit.
Yep, I agree.
Well, thanks for joining us, Coach.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Good luck moving on down the schedule. Will Kellerman into the lane. Gets that ball to Cameron Saunders, and he loses the handle. It's 35-23. That was our halftime score. We are 29 seconds into the third quarter. You've been listening to Coach Tony Bean. And our Lady Athenians, although they have a few losses, they are improving game by game. Bonga's got that ball. Cut into the lane. They're running a little bit of an offense here. Coach David Wood, he's not running up that score. He's looking for a good shot. Kicks it out to the corner. There's a three-pointer. That shot's going to be a little bit short. That was Yanni Karloftis. Love the name. Going for the rebound. So there hasn't been any points scored here in the third quarter, Coach. So it's time to make our move. 35-23.
Yeah, we need a little stretch right now to get something going here in the second half.
We got a couple of players we need to get loose. They're in a man-for-man. Will Kellerman down the lane. Had a good shot. Bounds off the rim. Here comes West Lafayette. Bonga had cut into the lane. There's another three-pointer by the Red Devils. It's off the front of the rim. Karsten Williamson. Anthony Gonzalez puts up a three. We miss another three. Had Bonga loose. Kellerman down the court has swatted away. We've gone a minute and 38 seconds without a point scored here in the second half. A lot of shots are up. They're not falling. I haven't heard any JV scores, have you?
Yes, I got it while I was out. Crawfordsville won that one big, 61-37.
Hey. So our girls are playing now.
Yes.
Okay. There's a deflection and a steal by the Athenians. West Lafayette's in a man-for-man defense. That zone trap they ran in the first half just gave us fits.
Yep.
Jesse Johnson Hall. Trey Scorza needs to capitalize on this man defense. Anthony Gonzalez. Jesse Johnson Hall's posted up. The Athenians have been very patient. Trey Scorza has the ball stripped by Bonga. That was a good foul. He was going to dunk it.
Yep, probably going up for a dunk.
You don't want anybody dunking on your home court. Here comes Carson Scott. Trey Scorza is going to take a seat. Carson Scott's into the game. The Athenians are in a man defense. There's that play again. They take an outside shot instead. The point guard gets an offensive rebound. Bonga is going to take a three-pointer.
And get
nothing but net. So Bonga's got 11 points on the night. It's a 15-point lead for West Lafayette. Karsten Williamson. That's tipped out of bounds by number 2, Tyler Boyle. Let's see what kind of defense they're going to run here. They're going to run a 2-3 or a man. I think they're running a 2-3 on the out-of-bounds play. Will Kellerman is out on the point. They're back in that 2-3 zone trap. Look how high this zone is,
they're
Coach.
keeping it out there, yeah.
Boy. They run that zone way back. Jesse Johnson Hall clears it. Carson Scott, we're having a hard time getting anybody in position to shoot. Good thing we don't have a 24-second clock.
We'll be getting too many off right now.
Kellerman puts up another shot.
Two.
At the 2.
Yeah, I didn't see the hands go
That's
up.
his first bucket of the night. He's got 4 points. Karsten Williamson had his hand on the ball while he was out of bounds, even though the ball had never left the opponent's hands. So it'll be inbounded on the side. Tyler Boyle's got it. Number 22 is Colin Martin. He's the point guard. They've got some good height on the floor, good aggressive play on the floor. Gonzalez has drawn a tough assignment. Bonga had the ball briefly. We're in a man-for-man. Carson Scott playing tough defense. Tyler Boyle kicks it back out. He penetrates, gives it up to Bonga. Wow. That is an athletic move.
Yes, it was.
So Bonga's got 2 more. I've got him for like 13 points. Will Kellerman puts up a 3. We're like 1 of 13, 14. There's a extended arm. Anthony Gonzalez went down for the ball. He's hugged by number 21, who jumps on top. They should be calling a foul.
Yeah.
21.
Harrison Truitt.
Jesse Johnson Hall's going to inbound the ball. Karsten Williamson's running the point. It's a 15-point deficit for the Athenians. They have set up in a 1-3-1 half-quarter trap. Will Kellerman going left. He's going to be fouled by number 22. That's Colin Martin. The point guard picks up another foul. He's going to get a sub. Number 4 is Will Lassiter. Lassiter had a real good first half. So they've actually gone taller, if you can believe that, Coach.
Yeah.
They got 4 players
6'8".
who are 6'5" or taller. How tall is number 2? Do we know? Is it in the...
Boyle?
Yeah.
6'1".
Oh, he's the shortest.
He's a little guy.
Everybody else is at least 6'5".
Woo. Yeah.
Pretty tall. Karsten Williamson, Anthony Gonzalez. Carson Scott's got it now. We're having just a terrible time.
Yeah, they just...
Jesse Johnson Hall makes the entry pass.
To nobody.
We're having a terrible time running offense.
Yeah, that's a... They're quick. The size is there too, but they are all quick on it. You know,
quick feet and quick hands.
Yes,
and more they extend those hands. They're a lot taller.
Yeah.
Bonga has posted. Oh wow! Bonga had posted up. Anthony Gonzalez is loose for a hoop. Good pass by Kellerman. Anthony Gonzalez gets his second hoop of the night. Cuts the lead to 13. Out in the corner. Lassiter for a 3. Good shooting. 1-3-1 half-court trap. Jesse Johnson Hall. Smooth as silk. Gives it to Anthony Gonzalez. Shots up. And it's off. Here comes Bonga. Boy, he is athletic. The left-hander puts up a 3. And offensive rebound, good pass out. That was number 21, Harrison Truitt with the hoop. 45-27. It's suddenly an 18-point lead, and this zone trap has just given us fits. Carson Williamson, bounce pass. Kellerman, Jesse Johnson Hall with his first shot of the second half. Jesse Johnson Hall with his third three-pointer of the night. We needed that in a worse way. So far tonight, it's been Jesse Johnson Hall, and everybody else is struggling.
Yeah, Jesse's got 17 of our 30.
They're going to call a trip on Anthony Gonzalez. It was not intentional by any stretch of the imagination. It's a foul nonetheless. Point guard for West Lafayette's coming back into the game. That's Colin Martin. Cameron Saunders is going to check in for Jesse Johnson Hall. Got a timeout. I'm going to see if I can add this up. Karsten Williamson's got 4 points. Will Kellerman's got 2. Anthony Gonzalez has 4.
I've got Will for 4, Coach.
Got Will for 4. Will
got a
Kellerman.
bucket in the first and a bucket in the third.
I missed that one. I don't want to take anything away. We needed everything we can. I think did Anthony Gonzalez get a 2 here in the third quarter?
Yes.
Okay. So we've had 4 players score in this quarter. Or did Karsten Williamson, didn't he have a 2, or was that that was Will Kellerman had the 2?
Yeah, Will.
Okay.
Well, little information I can straighten out in case the West Lafayette fans might be out there wanting to correct me or want me to correct my mistake. Yanni is not going to Purdue.
Okay.
He is the younger brother of George. And George is at Purdue, going to Purdue.
Okay. Does Yanni want to go to Purdue?
I don't know.
And he's playing on the football team, his older brother.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
You know what position he's going to play?
Looks like a lineman maybe.
Okay. Big guy. Right there.
Black shirt.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think he could take us.
Yeah.
Ball by himself. The score is 45-30. There's 1:26 to go in the third quarter. We're playing a really good West Lafayette team. You know what? A lot of times people play zone. They're just lazy.
Yeah.
West Lafayette, they're not lazy at all.
No.
They're moving their feet, moving their hands, communicating on defense. They got a lot of height. They play very unselfish. There's the shooting guard with another three. That's number 2, Tyler Boyle. 48-30. It's an 18-point lead. Here's a 1-3-1 half-court trap again. Williamson past Bunga. Bounce pass in to Anthony Gonzalez. We kind of looked like we knew what we were doing that time.
Yeah, we did.
Karsten Williamson with the assist. Good defense by Will Kellerman. Does not get the call. We're playing a man-for-man defense. West Lafayette wants to hold for the last shot. That's not going to happen because Karsten Williamson gets the deflection, puts up the shot. It doesn't fall. Here comes West Lafayette with 20 seconds on the clock, and Anthony Gonzalez is going to get the foul. No, they're going to call charge. He extended his arm.
That's the call right there. Could have been the other way if he had not extended that arm.
Jesse Johnson Hall is going to come in for the final 17 seconds with a little bit of offense. So we've got Karsten Williamson, Will Kellerman, Anthony Gonzalez, Carson Scott, Jesse Johnson Hall for the final 17 seconds. Coach David Pierce is trying to get a good shot, trying to cut into this lead. And they're in a 1-3-1 half-court trap with Bunga on top. 9.8 seconds on the clock. Carson Scott goes into the backcourt. Karsten Williamson gets ready for. There's a little foul up there on Bunga. He didn't agree with the referee, and he turned to say something and thought twice about it.
Yes.
Good choice. 4.5 seconds on the clock. I think what we need to do is get the ball in and give it right back to Jesse Johnson Hall.
Yeah.
In fact, we're going to get him in the corner. Now we're going to get him at the elbow. Karsten Williamson to the hoop. Jesse Johnson Hall at the tip. At the end of the third quarter, the Athenians have 32. West Lafayette has 48. So West Lafayette scored 13 points in that third quarter. We scored 9. It's a 16-point lead. You're Coach Pierce. You got our team in the huddle. What are you going to tell them?
Just keep battling. Keep battling. We got to take it at them. No, this team will not step back.
I like what Karsten Williamson just did. He went strong to the hoop with the left hand.
Yes.
9 times out of 10, that shot's going to go in.
Right.
He didn't hesitate because there's only 4.5 seconds on the clock. But we need to have a little bit more of that penetration in the gaps. It's kind of hard for us to find the gap because they're so tall.
Yes. Run
long, quick.
Yeah.
They probably play as good of an aggressive zone as I've seen it. Kind of like the Lebanon girls used to play.
Oh, yeah.
That was just murder. Trying to play against their 2-3 matchup.
Yeah. We have some pretty good teams on our schedule, but I'm going to say this is probably going to be one of the better teams.
One of the better ones.
Yes.
I don't know who else could. I don't know what Tri-West has coming back this year.
And the Tri-West and Danville's always strong, but I just think this team with their size and length and their athletic ability, really got to be one of the better teams.
Jesse Johnson Hall from behind got the block, but number 23 is Yanni Karloftis. He doesn't give up. That's his first bucket of the second half.
Yes, it is. Got 12.
Jesse Johnson Hall back to Karsten Williamson. There's a steal by number 2, Tyler Boyle. Laura Karloftis goes in strong for the hoop. We've got a player down. Carson Williamson went down. I didn't see what happened. He's walking it off. See what they're quick and aggressive. And especially this Carl Loftus just kind of sets the pace for the whole team. He plays hard. I bet his older brother taught him a few things. Yeah, he's kind of a big kid there, isn't he?
Yeah.
Went out to get a little snack there. He'll be eating some snacks next year at Purdue. Nice stroke. Nice stroke. How many points you got for Carl Loftus?
13.
13 points. Not bad. And he's a what grade is he?
Sophomore. I talked to some nice West Lafayette people. Got the scoop on him. He's a sophomore.
Just a sophomore. And not only in the starting lineup, he's a main cog.
Yes, he is.
Jesse Johnson Hall's going to run the point. Karsten, look at how they've extended this track.
Oh, yeah, half court.
Gonzalez wide open. Great pass from Jesse Johnson Hall. I got Gonzalez for 8 points now. We got 2 scores.
Yes.
Anthony Gonzalez has got 8, and Jesse Johnson Hall has how many? Was it 13 you said? Or
17.
17. That's a little better. Sorry, Jesse. Good spin move by Karloftis. Double clutch. Carson Scott gets the rebound. Carson Williamson out to Jesse Johnson Hall. Between the legs. Carson Scott looking for a gap. There's not a gap to be found. Jesse Johnson Hall was open from 40 feet. Decided not to shoot. Got a 3-man weave going. Carson Williamson finds the gap. Goes in with a left-handed shot. And here come the Red Devils. They're ready to extend that lead even further. They score this time down the court. It could become a 20-point lead. Holding by Carson Williamson. He was guarding number 4, Will Lassiter, and I think Lassiter's got him by about 8 inches. The score is 52-34. There's 6:25 to go in the third quarter. This is one of those games where you got to sucker up. Play hard and smart. Bonga to the hoop. Woo. He's pretty athletic.
Yes, he is.
Wow. Very talented. You know, you mix in how hard-nosed some of those. There's a nice cut. Good pass from Carson Williamson, and Will Kellerman gets the hoop. You put the aggressiveness of some of their players with how smooth Bonga is. Walken took an extra step. What grade is Bonga? Is he on the...
He's finally a senior, yes.
Yeah, well, good. Wonder where he's going to play.
I don't know. I haven't heard that one.
I'd like to know because he's very athletic and 6'5". Not bad. Mm-hmm. He'll play a guard in college. And he's quick enough to do that.
Yes, he is.
Carson Williamson. Anthony Gonzalez gives her back. We're going to load it and try it again. He's stripped. Karloftis strips it, gives it up to Bonga. There's 2 more. Bonga's up 2 more points. It's a 20-point lead. Jesse Johnson Hall took it to the hoop, put the shot up, missed the shot. Bonga clears the boards. We've got 4 Athenians in the backcourt. Well, if they could have gotten that ball up the court, they had a layup.
You're going to get Will for a reach-in.
Number 33 is coming into the game.
Ty Linus.
Ty Linus is into the game. First time I've seen him play varsity this year, I think. Can't remember how many games we've called.
Yeah.
What grade in school is Ty?
Ty's a sophomore.
Sophomore.
I believe, let me check, see if I'm right.
Well, he's drawn.
Yes, he's a sophomore.
He's got the assignment of guarding somebody who stands 6'8".
Yeah. Whew. And getting shoved around by him.
Boy, he is. They play hard and smart. Bonga's got the ball in the wing. They cut hard through the lane. Lassiter cuts through the lane. They're patient on offense. They're taking time off the clock.
And getting the layup.
Karloftis takes it strong to the hoop, and Anthony Gonzalez.
Uh-oh.
Here comes the dunk.
Yep.
Well, You see that one coming.
Yes, it did.
Jesse Johnson Hall gives it up. Nice reverse move by Karsten Williamson along the baseline. So the junior point guard gets a bucket. Karloftis inside. Real nice shot there by number 4, Lassiter, but it doesn't fall. Here comes Williamson. Gives up to Tylinus. Shots up, a little bit short. Here comes Karloftis. It's a 1-on-2. High dribble. Kicks it back in. Williamson tries to make the outlet pass. Bonga's just going to shoot up a 3. Anthony Gonzalez had his hands on the ball. Gives it up to Carson Scott. Jesse Johnson Hall's got the ball in his hands. It's a 20-point lead. Jesse Johnson Hall puts up another 3. Bonga clears. Coach David Wood calls the timeout. They've got a good squad, Coach.
Yes, they do.
Yeah.
They're solid. Yeah.
They're talented, play hard, play as a team. They're athletic. They're tall. They're strong. They're long. Whew.
And you said they were 1-2, right?
1-2.
I saw one loss was to McCutcheon.
Getting another new player in the game. Jennifer Morgan's son, Zaire Morgan, getting into the varsity game. Have you seen Zaire play yet?
Yes, I have. Yes, he got I think the game that you and Scott and I did. You were busy that evening. He got a basket and a foul. He took one to the hoop on them.
Is that right?
Yeah. We're clearing the bench, Coach.
Clearing the bench.
Got Nate Schroeder coming in.
Tylinus, Eddie Heino. Who else we got out there?
Jake Decker.
So we've got number 3, number 14, number 33, number 42. What number is Zaire wearing? Number
30.
30. I'm going to guess that probably won't be his number when he's older.
Right.
Well, we got some athleticism on the court there.
Yeah.
I saw Zaire playing a JV game, and I like the way he plays.
Yeah, he does. He does a good job.
We still have some starters out there for West Lafayette. In fact, all of them.
Yeah, they are.
Coach Pierce cleared his bench, and there's a drive to the hoop.
We're going to get Nate.
Nate Schroeder picks up his first foul. Coach Wood says something to Tyler Boyle. Tyler Boyle's got that ball. He's going to get called for walking. He's staring the ref down. Didn't say anything.
No, he knows better.
Well, he should.
They've had one example tonight, haven't they?
Eddie Heinold's on the point, and West Lafayette's going to a man. Zaire Morgan's got the ball in the wing. He thought about shooting. Gives it up to Tylinus. Eddie Heinold's got it. Zaire Morgan's got it again. He's going to take a three-pointer. Man, he didn't waste any time, did he?
No, he didn't.
Would love if that thing had gone down. That would have been awesome. Bonga's got the ball on the wing. They've got their starters out on the court. They're being patient on offense. Coach Pierce went to the end of the bench. I was going to ask, when's our next game?
The boys' next game will be Friday.
A week from tonight.
At North, yes. At North, another boy-girl doubleheader.
Is that next Friday? What is today's date? Yeah, it's next Friday, isn't it?
Yeah. The girls play Tuesday at home against
Lafayette
Central Catholic. Yes.
Okay. They're pretty good.
Yeah.
As is normal. I've got my last game. 6th grade boys play Tuesday against the Western Boone at home. So if you don't have anything going on, come out to Crawfordsville Middle School. I was going to say Tuttle.
Yeah, I'd say that.
Crawfordsville Middle School. See our 6th graders play 6 o'clock and be game at 7-ish, something like that. Our girls will have their hands full at Lafayette Central Catholic. And then next Friday night, I think our girls will be favored over North and will be our first chance to see the new North boys coach.
Yes, it will.
They really like him up at North. And, of course, Ryan Nupnall has been at North with the girls for several seasons now. He's a fine gentleman. I really like him.
Looks like Coach Wood cleaned his bench also.
Three-pointer goes up, and that's Jake Decker. Got the rebound. Morgan's wide open for a three.
He wants the ball.
He does. Oh, it was in and out. That shot was in and out. Oh, what's out? What's out? Jake Decker went for the steal. That could have been a terrible collision. Got Coach Rhodes here to our left, watching one of his pitchers out there, almost in a collision. I thought I could hear Coach Rhodes' heart.
And
lose a beat or two there.
Extra beat or lose one.
Coach Welliver almost lost a pitcher. I don't even know who's shooting the free throw here. Is that number 3? 31? 30. What is that?
I think it's a 30-something.
Justin, can you see the number of the shooter there at the free throw line from your angle? I think he's going to ignore me.
He is.
That's okay. I've been ignored by others. Score is...
It's 31.
31, okay. Ty Linus. Morgan's going to shoot another one. He's open. Eddie Heinel's along the baseline. Decker and the Schrader. Eddie Heinel's wide open for a three. A little bit long. Rebound by Heinel. Zaire Morgan thought about making that entry pass.
Eddie's going to make a long one.
Nate Schroeder in for the rebound. Clears it out. Here comes West Lafayette. There's a minute 34 in the game. Going to run a little bit of offense now. Wide open in the corner for a three-pointer. Nothing to it, Coach. Number 20. First time he touches the ball, he hits a three-pointer. And he's thinking to himself, if Coach had just put me in the game, I could have had about 10 by now.
I can't even put that down because I don't have a 20 in the book.
I don't know who it is. It wasn't on Max Preps. I don't know who it is.
Out of my book.
They're going to call a foul? Who are they calling the foul on? White, number 42. Got Schroeder.
Nate gets his second foul.
Well, I didn't see it. Didn't make any difference. Minute 6 on the clock. The Athenians are going to fall to 3-2. The Red Devils will go to 2-2. We're watching the end of the benches play the last couple of minutes of the game tonight. Coach Pierce told us they have a really good team. And, boy, I didn't understand how hard they play on defense. Zaire Morgan's got that ball. Is that Decker?
Decker gets a
three-pointer. Man, nothing to it. The pitcher puts in a three-pointer, 64-41. 23-point lead right now. West Lafayette's wanting to run some clock off. Had a little slip there, a little get up and go, but number 24, that's Dawson Driggs. And he leads the team in hair.
Okay.
Zaire Morgan with
He
never hesitated.
Yes, sir.
Hey, it's a 20-point lead. Zaire Morgan with a long three. We're going to double the ball. West Lafayette going baseline, looking for somebody to throw it to. Diggs puts up a two. Jake Decker clears. Here come the Athenians. Decker gives it up to Morgan. He's going to take another three. Two in a row.
And get it.
Zaire Morgan has got 2 threes here in the fourth quarter. So the final score is going to be 47-64. The Athenians fall to the Red Devils. Well, Coach, you got any closing thoughts tonight?
This was a learning experience, with this kind of talent, this kind of athleticism we face, the height. It's one that we're going to have, I don't think we're going to see this a lot down the road, so it's just one in the books now.
Yep. This is a good experience for our kids to play a really good team, to remind us that we got to work really hard. I don't think we're going to see anybody who plays defense like West Lafayette.
Right.
Coach David Wood does a real nice job.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, it's been fun calling the game again, Coach.
Yes, it has.
And next time we're on the air is Tuesday, and who's calling the game? Okay. We got a couple of guys going to call the game. You know, you could come to the middle school to cover the 6th grade boys, but we're going to be here to cover the girls. And then next Friday night, we'll be at North Montgomery High School. So, for Coach Rhett Welliver, who puts all this together, this is Tony Thomas and Mike Schubert and Justin Duggar. Thanks for tuning in, and we'll catch you on Tuesday.
Have a good one.